Alrighty. Oops. Alright. Hey everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, we've last stream we were working on getting the base colours down on the Spitfire. This which we then did. We are now going to do some work on the Halifax. Now, primary objectives here will be the aircrew, the guns, and getting the base colour down on the engines. So, to that end, get you a bit of camera angle. And we get that light going in a minute. Up she comes. And let there be light. And lo, there was. Quite happy with that camera view. That's better, I think. A bit awkward for me. There we go. Now, first up, we need to. Here's a few things we need to do, kids. These figures are going to need a bit of sanding. Look, most of them got a bit of a seam going down them. That is suboptimal. Can't recall the last time I had a big seam on me. Yes. Anyway, now to that end, actually, a couple of other things I want to do first. I should have, but have not, made sure I have the colours I need for said aircrew. Let's get on to that, shall we? Now, I am going to need black. Going to, let's see what other acrylics I have here. Be advantageous. Black brown. Okay. I would suggest the colours I seek are in fact my big box of acrylic paints. Just see the edge of, I think maybe. Okay, here we go. Leather brown. We're going to be needing that. We've got the yellow is out, but we need uniform now. Of grey. Looking. Field blue. That'll be the uniform. Now, got white there. Yep, good. Beige flesh. These guys are all whiteys. Pink flesh there. I think that's all the bits and bobs there. Alright. Now, so the colours we require to get this task completed on the aircrew. If we get the whole lot done by the end of the stream, I'll be well happy. I'm not too sure that'll be achieved. But we've got blue for the uniforms, black for gloves and boots, leather for the jackets, flesh for his skin. We'll be using some transparent blue for the goggles, yellow for the life jacket, sort of off-white for woody bits. Boots and have it. Oh, wait, I know what else. Wire. Walk it up, you humble lobster. I need colour for their harnesses. Well, also for their. Ah, hey Minpins, how you doing? Was it lively at work or kind of dead? It was busy. Oh dearie me. That doesn't sound good, mate. Um, now, yes. Now I was just doing a bit of colour selection here to make sure I had all the colours I require to do aircrew. Need two more colours here. I need to tidy my desk up a bit, I suspect. In fact, oh dear, I'll go a step further. I definitely need to tidy my desk up a bit. We'll use brown sand for helmet and maybe pale brown for the heart. Maybe the other way around. Now then, the way I was trying to do a bit of a whole new piece of blue tack going. Now, for ease of access, and because I want to sand these down a bit, might be a bit hard to hear. We've got the garden being done at the apartments at which I live. What did I have? I went for my standard oats operation of oats with psyllium husks, almond meal, strawberries, yogurt, and soy milk. Yummy as. Chock full of nutrition, I tells you. And here's a bit more of what I need. Is what I want to try and achieve. Once I've got the aircrew sanded up, is getting them on there so that I've got good access to all the bits and bobs. Oh, that goes with that question, man. Actually, here's something that's quite horrifying, but true. I do believe there is somebody who actually has done a Vegemite pizza, and I'm sorry, that is monstrously wrong on so many levels. There should be a special abyss in hell for the individual who came up with that little notion, you know? Don't get me wrong, Vegemite has its place. Pizza is not one of them. Mind you, I don't know if you've got this around where you live, but okay, that should be enough for us to get various aircrew going. But where I live, they've been for some time now making things called gyros pizzas. And here's a question. This guy looks like he got something shoved up his clacker. Is that, do I actually need to keep that thing there, or do I trim it there? I think I can really assess that as productions, isn't it? Never looked at it like that, but yeah, no, just nah. I wouldn't put the Euros. No, it's just the Middle Eastern thing to me, you know. That's what I was looking for. Whereas pizza's Italian, you know. Well, you do know, but you. Yeah, with our gunner. How's that gonna go in? What's this guy supposed to be doing? That's what I want to know. What's he doing? What's he doing? Uh, yeah, I do need the stand for pokey thing for him. I believe that's you off, buddy. See you. My houseboat's just cruising off. Vegemite milkshake. Oh, there's a scary, scary nation, but oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Yeah, no. That's funny. It's an idea on its own. Dear, oh dear. I was talking about to some friends about my theory that if people eat something, it can't taste too bad. And that's the premise I will give things at least a try on. I can, if I don't like it, at least I can say I've tried it. It might be an acquired taste sort of a thing. And there are, however, three things I know I won't eat. One is there's a Inuit dish that I believe is made in part or is largely seal lard and contains some feces. Now, I don't know about you, but speaking for myself, excretia does not go in my mouth in any context, way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying here? So that one's definitely off my list. There's one I believe the whole some really out there and totally fucked up parts of the world. I believe the whole tormented monkey scoop the brain out thing does happen. I wouldn't do that on moral grounds. The other is this dish from Iceland where they put fish into the ground for months and let it rot. And I don't need to try that tonight. I probably wouldn't like it because I watched this YouTube clip of this guy who he's one of his things is he goes around and he tries different foods. He videos his response. One of them was this, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, it was the Icelandic dish, and he tried it, and apparently it just all he could throughout his entire sinuses, his taste buds, all of it. The only thing he could taste was this full-on taste of ammonia. And I don't know about you, man, but I don't rate ammonia as a flavour sensation. Get rid of these seams on them. Bring that a bit round there, so that's better, I think. See what I'm doing for that angle? Anyway, so even that off. Bald spot. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Why you would utilize that as an ingredient, I couldn't begin to imagine. Um, I don't know if you recall or remember Peter Ustinov. He did a fair bit of traveling around the world and stuff. Uh, but I remember him telling me about this. Well, not telling me, he was telling. He was being interviewed by Parker. What's the point? He wasn't telling me at all. He was telling Parker that he was in this remote province in China, and as he was a bit of a luminary, they put the village put a feast on for him, and apparently been sitting next to the village leader, and the guys reached over, grabbed this plate of stuff, and hit him with the line of "This you gotta try," and suddenly sounded a whole more like Jimmy Durante then. Anyway, but yeah, he's reached over, reached over this tray, and Peter Snuffs very politely grabbed some, and has very politely in turn eaten it. He reckoned it had the consistency of phlegm, and tasted roughly how you would imagine Indian rubber tasting. And of course he's sort of had to politely consume said item, and when he's finished, he's inquired as to what it was, and it turned out to be the foot or the sole of a camel's foot in aspic. And he said, "Oh, I see." And to make conversation, he's followed up with a question, and how do you prepare the rest of the animal? Ah, that's no good to eat. You think, right, so they've come to the conclusion that the sole of a camel's foot in aspect is delicious. But no, you don't want to be going the rest of the animal at all. What the hell, man? There we go. They're looking a whole lot better than they were. So I still got a bit of a seam on his noggin there. Now, I look, well, it wouldn't be hair, like it would be like the pads on a horse's hoof, I guess. I think it'd be kind of leathery, I would have thought. Um, it might be the same sort of stuff as our fingernails are made of. That I could see. See it, yeah, that would make sense. Um, but yeah, and even then, even with that warning, I'd probably still give it a whirl. I used to work with a woman who her her take on life was well, she answered to me, "Look, you should try everything twice." I said, twice, and she said, "Yeah, you might not be doing it properly the first time. You can take that where you like." Um, But yeah, the sole of the foot, I'm not sure as to what its actual composition was, but yeah, apparently that was the drill. Now, while I think to, my attempt to create a open canopy for the Spitfire didn't work. The line I cut wrong, but I have a solution. Ta-da! I cheated. These are 1:72 Spitfire canopy. It's actually in Italeri canopy. Because there are effectively two canopies here, with the exception of that part, what I'm going to do is use one of them. When I build the kit, I'll just need to find that part to replace. That'll be easy enough. Oh, hey, Alan, how you doing? Just getting on to some aircrew work on the Halifax. The Halifax should be a pretty easy build overall. There's lots of little bits to do, like all the aircrew and stuff. But there's no bombs. It's a closed bomb bay. Bit of a piss. Actually, I didn't know that when I bought it. I was expecting bombs. I was, but it doesn't. It'd be a good one to practice getting my eye in on orange and heavies for when I do the lank. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Sometime in the next week or so, I'll probably get on to giving that a black wash and do a stream on that because there'll be a lot of stuff to look at. Yeah, but having the things that are like slid back or flipped open, I like that. It's the small thing. But don't put one on. Yeah, well, hey. That's an option. Yeah. Deary me. This poor sucker's had a hell of a time, hasn't he? Goes on board, he's still expected to do his job. He's got no bloody legs. Oh, there's a rip-off. There was a oh no. I remember there used to be a whole range of jokes about people's names, and there was one about a guy with no legs. Like there was things like, you know, what do you call a guy with a shovel in his head? Doug. What do you call a guy with who rolls around in the leaves? Russell. Call the guy who has 7 rabbits shoved up his ass? Warren. Um, for a guy with no legs, I'm trying to remember. Um, that was fairly bit more back of the knock. We'll do the back. Given postal hassles. This curve is back. This is being. Wow, wonder. Just yeah. If you're posting stuff, I've worked in postal service sort of stuff. Yeah. Even if you mark it fragile. Oh, geez, that's. I've got no chance of. Two legs are quite separate there. But, yeah, I see. I'll just get rid of the sink bags. Put these. Yeah. Not happy with it. I guess I can always bear in mind that they're not gonna. He's not gonna be that visible in as much as he goes inside the guns. There'll be the canopy there, the guns are there. So. This stuff. All right. Yeah. I'm going to do their gloves and such like that. Gloves and boots, both of which will be black. Ah, black. Um, why they got wheels? Well, two of them do. That's where the gun things go through. If you, I'll show you. Hang on. Here we go. Here's their guns. So what they do, ultimately, I'll use this one because that goes the right way around, but goes through there, that goes onto there. That's how they've got the gun set up. Because you can adjust the angle according to how you want because of, yeah, that's where they go, and that's what that's for. That's a bit of a rough way of doing it, you'd think, but that's how it's done in the kit, so we do what we do. Yeah, and again, it's I would view that as less than ideal, but hey, as always, that is my single biggest gripe in life. Journal. Let's see. Right. Once I've got the gloves and boots done on these guys, I'll get on to doing the. I need to keep a bit of an eye on the time because I've got to go. Being a Friday, I've got to do my mum's shopping. I've also got to go pick up my car from the stage today. I'm expecting a phone call from them. Yeah, black. Probably. No, I won't do that. I tend to like to go from bottom out. Oh, mouthful of coffee. Alrighty. Now, on go with. I like the looks of that one. Get a bit of camera. Well, there we go. There we go. That's a really good camera. I think. Let me see what. Zoom in just a little bit. Alright. Alright. Oops. There's he's only got hands. Here's another one who's been left leg. That's what I call it. This punishments. Hey, yo. That was a fiddly one. You'd be surprised it was fiddly given a very ugly seam situation. A little touch there only. Alright. Is that? I tell you. Better make two. Suppose you could always call Ghostbusters. Probably they will either. Now, it's a look at the dropsies. I don't make sure what I'm doing. There. Alright, that's his hands. Oops. It's the time. What was it? Necessarily that the pieces are complex. Only so there's just a shitload more of them. That of its own first. Oh, dear me, cracked neck. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing there. I'll finish the blues off. Then it's that's his gloves and hands, gloves and boots rather. Now we go across to here. The length doesn't have any. That's something I found interesting. Found it a little bit frustrating, but guess you don't have to worry about this sort of shenanigans. Get again, you're not seeing what I'm doing. Yeah, now you can see I've got his gloves anyway. On to this guy. Alright. Alright. The other side. Another glove. Just whether he's yeah, I can. I probably yeah, sorry mate. Yep. That's probably a better range. Better? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Big one. As long as you can see what I'm yeah, I think you see better. Bring that. So that's that chappy done. Now we got this guy. The this he's got the guy looks like he's doing the high fives. Might be standing up. Aircraft in. Oh, you'd have your hand up. There we go. Yeah, got him. All right. His boots. do. Maybe we'll get stuck into earlier. I'm shopping dollars. Be happy if I get clubs done. Started on. Right. A lot of what I need to do with the engine distance, I'll be applying the chassis black hook. I'll show you once I get to the basically going to be the firewall of the engine bay. Is what I'll be looking to put in today. The engine bays. This guy. Alrighty. Now just the boots. All right. I think we have the other side here. Yes, we do. All you can see is my hand there, sorry. There we go. Right. Clean brush. This out the way. I'm going to use two different brushes on the engines. One to get the, I'll show you one. All makes sense. Other than telling you, then it's over. What is it? It's finished. Now, with the engines, what I'm going to do, that will zoom back in. I'll zoom back in. You can see I've got that like rim there. The engine goes out to the edge there. Where the engine goes around out on the sidewall, I'm going to do that cart black. Small tanno. No, not you. This really sharp little number. Go around the edges here and bring it in. And then there's a bigger brush. Okay. That's my plan. Black. Quite happy to roll that. I do want to make sure it's black. Shake. Boom. What is it? Do the wall. Put this in place. Yeah. A little bit of trickery. unfortunately, the camera therefore getting way rough. It'll take longer than I thought. Never mind. Yeah, so I can get good. Now this thing, just had a closer look at it. What should I now have? What colour do I want to do? Back colour? Different. Mine to go a different one. About that part in there, there's a. Let me show you. Wait till. All right. Oh, there we go. Do it cool. Oh, all right. Now, bing, flip. What I've done here is I've gone around the edge there. What I'm going to do, I'll be doing the cylinders, an oily steel sort of a colour. That back bit there, the flat part, I'll do gunmetal grey, so it'll highlight a bit more. The little stems there, I'm going to do probably bronze. Yeah. Yeah. under whether the fill bay goes into some particular way that needs to go on. Now this all will be revealed. It's 10 past, eh? Green ones. Second. Well, some Monday for others. Today we do my stair count session. Put the paint on the armour yet, but I do have the paint for the job somewhere. Put it somewhere. Sports club. I distinctly remember purchasing it. Question is where the hell I put it. To so go back and purchase another type of colour of paint. Spitfire. You're going to duck by the hobby shop of the injustice. Okay. I know that on the other aircraft, separate from the cowling, that does make it a lot easier to paint them. Alright, almost got the second one done. Winning. All right. Yeah, here's a firewall in. Doing that that area there, metal grey. Yeah. Who flew this plane? I'll be perfectly straight with you, I don't know the name of the pilot, but I do know the plane. Lily of the Lamplight, the RAAF Halifax. That disappeared or was MIA. 1944. I've tried to find out exactly how many missions it did. So far, the biggest problem I've got is that as it's built in a, or comes in a scale model form, there's a whole stack of things on the web that relate to that. Not necessarily too many to the historical data I'm looking for. Yeah. I originally got this one mostly because it was a while it's in RAF insignia, but it's flown by RAAF crew, and as such as an Australian air. This was actually the first ever 4-engine heavy bomber I purchased. Although I have always had a bit of a soft spot for the Halifax. Quite sure why. Doesn't have the romance of the blank. Don't have romance. Original. But it still was out in pretty much the same sort of numbers. And an important part. One of them doesn't necessarily get the credit it deserves as a bomber. Not really. It's an RAAF bomber. I'm trying to do a bit of research on, as I said, as to how many missions it flew. I know it got shot down over Germany. Look, as long as I can generally tell a bit of a history about the aircraft, I'm happy. What I'm generally not into building is stuff like, for example, here we go. You get like a BF 109 and it's yellow 1 with no particular squadron. I was of a squadron, but actually, no, yellow one's a bad example because frequently that is somebody of rank. We'll go yellow 13. And it's no one in particular, and it's probably some poor guy who got taken out in his first 30 seconds of flight. I find that a bit of a, well, gee, there's a memory. But I like to be able to say of any aircraft I built, well, this is such and such. And this happened to it, and that happened, da da da. Because then you got the bit of a bit more going with the bit of a story going with your aircraft. For example, the one of the B-17s I've got is Thundermug. To my understanding, I'm not sure how many missions it flew, but I know it disappeared in 44. Maybe June of 44. But I don't know if it's. I don't think it's a particularly famous aircraft for any particular reason. The reason I got it though, well, two reasons. One, it comes with a resupply kit, which is kind of cool. Two, because I want two B-17s, one with the olive drab cam, Thunderbug does, the other with the stock aluminium, just because it's a different look. The ones I have there are, I'm not sure if either of those are particularly famous or how many missions they've gone on as well. But yeah, it's famous B-17, of course, is the Memphis Belle, but yeah, not as many missions as a lot of the other aircraft, I believe. It's just that she got there first. Record girl or something, I think. My Spitfire, however, is the aircraft of George Buzz Burling, Canada. He's Canada's top ace. He's the Spitfire. I'm building. He is, as you would say, a hero build. One moment. Right. That one done. Yay. Now while I quickly think too. This morning, what we got done, do work, here we go. That's got two bits. There's a bit on this one sprue that's not too much on. That's just the chair, but we got the base colours down really nicely on the side of the fuselage, the Spitfire. So now we can start bringing up some of the detail that you can see there. That side too. So yeah. So that's Buzz Burling, Canada's top ace. Finally, back on. Once I get this one done, I'm going to wind the stream up. Going to the other side. Two. No. Well, yes and no. What it is, the reason I'm using a small one is so I can get around the edges closely in here, where the cylinders come up and around. And at that point, yeah, I could probably just go around the very edge and then trot out the bigger brush. But I don't know. It's much of a muchness, I think. And by the time, I don't think it's necessarily that much more time consuming. I could be wrong, but the yeah. Cylinders. The time comes. Right, almost done. Done. Boom. I am, mate. Well, actually, that depends on a pretty major variable, being the weather. Um, we have a forecast of temperature's not real warm to begin with. Now we've got a low of 10. No, we do Celsius, not Fahrenheit. A high of 15. Settle for, I'm not sure if you know how well you know Celsius, but for us, that's what we Baldwin call fucking cold. And but the bigger one, cold's one thing, but there is also 6 to 15 mils of rain forecast. No, is it more than that? Is it 10 to 15? Either way, we're talking potentially over half an inch. 1 24-hour period, which, yeah, not pleasant fishing weather. If I'm not, that's again, maybe not. If I'm not, I might well do a stream tomorrow. We'll see. If I am, clearly I won't because I'm fishing. But let's go and switch the light out. We'll see how that plays out. I'm still going to get all the bait and stuff that I require for the task. Because, well, hey, if we don't have bait, then the fishing seriously ain't going to happen now, is it? Even if the weather was nice. Well, would, but, or could, but we like to go long before the shop's open, so we have to get, that's why I get the bait today. I'm waffling. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I am now quite obviously doing the boogaloo. Well, no, I'm not doing the boogaloo at all. I'm finishing the stream. And yeah, I will definitely be back. Well, my Monday / your Sunday. Um, oh, glad you had a good time, mate. However, I may even be back tomorrow. This will be dependent on whether or not I go fishing. All will be revealed. That's the line I'm looking for. You shall definitely see me on Monday, and like I said, I might be around tomorrow. You never know. Now, Minpin and Alan, I believe you know the spiel I'm about to trot out. So, hey, but for first-time viewers, be it now or after the fact, it is time to hit the follow, like, or subscribe button. And it's like for rain. Well, I'm glad you'd like to see me streaming again tomorrow. We'll see how we go. Like I said, if I'm not fishing, I'll stream. Um, yeah. Anyway, and for those wishing to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord, and Robster the Builder on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. And we all know the drill, peeps. Follow, like, subscribe. Bam. Now that I've got all of that done, I'm indeed off, and I will catch you next time for all the fun and games that modelling brings. Catch you then, kids.